Hello all and welcome back. There we go. To HighPriest reacts to RWBY Volume 7, Episode 9, Chapter 9, As Above, As Below. And ooh, last Chapter 8 still, for me, has not, finished the dispute, so, ooh. Hopefully it'll get done soon. The reaction to the teaser and everything went through fine now, so, yeah. So, thanks to some theorizing I saw right when this dropped, and a brief look at the summary, it looks like the Ironwood might be finding out a lot of things, or maybe it doesn't refer to Ironwood. People are going to be finding out information, though. Who? Why? Well, it looks like, given that what was said, and Oscar appearing on the thumbnail, looks like Oscar is the one who doesn't want to hold his secret, which makes sense, since, he was the one who didn't want to do that even with Ozpin. Oh! Another thing I realized in the couple weeks. Do you remember, the past week, when they were recovering Penny's recordings of the fight of Tyrion's attack? Because, she wasn't hacked, and she just lost sight of him. She wasn't hacked. And everything. Because, they did it via manually plugging into her. Which tells me Penny isn't as simple to hack as the Paladins. Which makes sense. If you're running a robot person, you would not be dumb enough to make hackable Wi-Fi on them. And if there was no option about that, you just wouldn't put the Wi-Fi there at all. And lots of people think that could have been a possibility, but no. If Penny does get hacked, he first has to hack the machine she hooks up to. Which, if they're smart enough to make it so that Penny's not just hooked up to Wi-Fi, that price might not be either. Could be, though. But, given what happened last time, I think they probably would have been smart enough to learn their lesson to make sure not everything can be wirelessly connected to each other.
What's going on? Is the heat off in Atlas too?
They wouldn't just turn the heat off, would they?
The heat's off?
General.
I know the heat's off. The heat's off. We know that attack's coming. We saw some writing that might happen.
Yes, which is exactly why we have checks and balances.
We're supposed to, but lately you've been running roughshod all over them, making unilateral decisions without us.
Councilman, I never intended
What people intend and what they do aren't always the same, General.
Oh.
For how long?
Then he's finding out the heat's off. Looks like... Oh.
Councilman Schnee.
Yes, I, agree with everything. Everything that was, just said. No further questions.
I'm not quite done yet. You're afraid of something, General. Aren't you?
I think that's pretty obvious, Miss Hill. I'm trying to prevent Atlas from becoming another beacon. Another haven.
Yet you don't trust your own council to help you? Operating in secret? These are the actions of somebody who's hiding something.
Yes.
I'm not hiding anything.
Let's put it to the test, then.
It's called hiding information that needs to be hid so that people don't use it to cause problems.
General Ironwood.
Alright, is he gonna be open about Salem and shit?
And now. Wait! You've got the wrong man on trial. I know who's been framing Ironwood, who rigged the election. And my father does too. He's been working with him. Is that Arthur Watts?
That's impossible! Dr. Watts died in the Paladin incident years ago. What?
Years ago, huh? Diverted attention from him just the next second.
That bastard is costing me this embargo.
Yes! I'm happy about this, and the heat's off! Oh!
Have your cake. And eat it too. What did you have in mind? James Ironwood never recognized my genius. After everything I gave him, he still discredited
Yeah! And,
What's in it for me? A seat on the council. All I need is your login credentials to the Atlas network. You promised to make Ironwood's life a waking nightmare, and I will guarantee you victory at the polls by giving the
I'm sorry. This is all very bad things that are happening, but that happened, but oh, Jack, who's suffering for it? Ah.
Enough.
That is... I can explain that. That isn't real.
Jacques, take your seat.
Yeah.
You're under arrest. Can you do that?
God damn it! Right? That has to be one of the best moments in her life. Getting to do that. She actually has to ask if she can arrest him afterwards, but she couldn't stop herself. Oh, today is a good day to be Weiss. Or at least that's a good moment to be Weiss.
I knew you'd stoop low to get what you wanted, Jacques. But this...
This is all a great leap, James.
No. It's quite simple, really. Now that I know Arthur Watts is alive, working with a madman like Tyrion Kalos, it would be easy for someone like him to coordinate an unthinkably heinous act like the one in that warehouse. Watts designed Mantle's entire security network. He used that access to hack the surveillance system and frame someone else for the job.
Yeah, people were thinking he was hacking Penny. I thought he was hacking the phones, but we all missed. There were cameras all over that place. His cameras.
And once you became a councilman, your newly granted clearance gave him a backdoor into Atlas's security.
You probably also hacked the phone,
But
people's
you
phone
probably
recordings,
hadn't
so.
even considered that, had you?
The people that died that night, their blood is
Not
on
just
your
that
hands.
night.
Jacques Schnee must be tried, not only for treason, but as an accessory to murder.
These are outrageous accusations. I
Oh!
only intended to...
Pretending the heat's not off.
Nothing to do.
Woo!
What else will he be able to do with the access Jock's given him?
With enough time, whatever he wants.
Wait.
Let's turn the heat
I
off!
mean the heat has gone off.
Please, sir, oh God, when someone takes the time to change the access codes on the rest of
You are
shit,
going to
too.
shut your mouth and get the heating grid up and running again.
I've been informed that we can't get into the system. It's been blocked off.
Of fucking course, you little fucking weep.
People are going to die.
Yeah. Remember earlier in the season when it talked about how without heat or aura,
Is it?
how quickly someone would
He's
die?
using Jacques' credentials.
Yeah.
We can follow that activity on the network if he's found his way into the Amity system. No. The secret is safe. For now. But
Yeah,
if he
Robin,
learns about
you
it,
already know that part, so that's
she
confirmed.
learns about Amity.
Can you block his access?
It's too late. He's already starting to lock us out.
Can we trace him?
Crap.
Find out where he's hiding?
He's going to be mobile. We need his access point. We need to
So
get
finding
him
out he's
mobile.
doing this isn't enough
Get this
because
straight. Yep. Still here, everyone. How do a disgraced scientist and disappeared serial killer find each other, General? Why would they target you? And why are you working so hard to...
well, if you listen to what he says, he seems like he has a reason for targeting Ironwood. He doesn't like Ironwood. And he's a crazy asshole. And here we go. Destroying the robots to protect them. On one hand, given how everything's spiraling out of control, yeah, understandable. But, given what's about to happen, and, you know, what Robin's, things much more sense when the hole in the wall is that big, I can sort of understand why people would complain. I didn't think the hole in the wall was that big. If it had been half that size, I could understand. But goddamn it, Ironwood. I mean, he's important, but so is that. That even more than one hole that big is no. Oh.
I used to think you were hiding something to protect yourself, but I can tell there's something much bigger going on here.
Yeah.
Now I think it's to protect something else. Us. Atlas, maybe even all of Remnant. And you're afraid of what might happen if you tell the truth.
Bingo! Someone with intelligence to figure out that, you know, telling the truth to everyone in the world, or people, isn't always the best solution. Even if it's only a temporary basis.
General, the Grimm are all over Mantle. The air fleet's doing everything they can, but they can't easily target Grimm in the city without risking
Is
casualties.
Osmond coming back into this? It sounds like a big enough disaster it'll drop.
This is what I was afraid would happen.
Slam him out.
Sir, we need ground support now.
What we need is to start evacuating Mantle. If it's completely overrun, it's not going to be safe anywhere. Use the fleet
If
to
I
get...
move the fleet, then Atlas is vulnerable. I tried to keep the kingdom safe. And now we're losing everything.
Yeah, because here's the thing to remember.
Earlier, you asked for my advice.
I wanted Ozpin's advice.
And his advice probably would have been to keep your secrets. When we first got here, you already knew that wasn't the right course. You had a new plan.
Yeah, and the new plan sucks.
Give up on that plan. It's all falling apart.
The panic you were worried about, it's already happening. The secrets you're keeping, they're about to be in the open anyway. It's time.
Everything? And I hope to God that some people react by turning to Salem. Just because it's how it makes sense. I mean, it would be bad, but it's literally... Okay, I'm exaggerating.
Awesome.
I hope...
I think it's time you get back to the academy.
The fact is, telling everybody about Salem is probably not a good idea.
Councilwoman Camilla, there are some things you need to know about.
I'm getting myself
together.
I've called a transport. What about Watson Tyrion?
From a storytelling perspective, I hope
Right now,
they
we're
do.
down below.
Alright, everybody. It's time to do our jobs. All of us.
What she said. Let's make it happen, Huntsman.
God damn it, Neo! Fucking Neo!
Oscar?
You first.
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Didn't, actually.
I just
I
wanted
had the
to
thought
say...
that maybe we should tell Ironwood.
Oh, well, I guess we're on the same page, huh?
Yeah.
Guess so.
See, telling people about Salem would actually at least be somewhat of a good plan, without the immortal and killable part. But because of that...
Transport's leaving!
I think you're needed elsewhere.
Now what you gonna do? Everybody knows Salem exists. Great! The only reason I'm telling people, though, is so that you can unify against her to destroy her.
Kids.
But without the hope of destroying her, well, all you're going to do is turn people to serving her.
Alright, everyone.
In hopes of being spared.
To our new huntsmen and huntresses,
Like
we
Leo.
are prioritizing citizen safety over killing Grimm. Got it?
Or they... that's the worst case scenario. Second worst case is they go Raven. Where they don't disappear and run away, but they cause problems for everyone else.
She can control Grimm?
Ironwood wouldn't lie about something.
Yep, and now they know.
Do you really think he can stop her?
She
And now he's
can't
fighting
be
us.
killed.
Yep.
Jin told you this.
She showed us when we asked what Oz was hiding.
Why? Why would Oz keep this from us? From the people who trusted him?
He was worried you would lose hope. We're sorry we kept it from you too. We didn't know who to trust. I figured you should know before you make any sacrifices. Sir? What are you gonna do?
All we can do for the moment is what we can to save Mantle. That's what's in front of us.
He'd be proud of you.
I wonder if he would have been handled this nearly as well if there wasn't a crisis going on.
The city in the sky is held to a higher standard.
You say that like you were there. Our transports are here.
Say that like he's
We should
there.
move.
He was!
Oscar. No more surprises, alright? I'm not sure I could take it.
You and me both.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have surprises, cause that was fucking Neo in that house! That was Neo! Like, people were guessing a previous episode that some of the wait staff was Neo, but that was the most obvious. That was a reaction.
I don't think we're staying airborne. It's time to go. You have your team assignments. Let's go.
So yeah.
Harriet?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the tip.
I wonder if that was bad luck for the Grimm or good luck for them.
Try to keep up, kid.
Speedster race. Well, I mean, Ruby's not really a speedster, but gotta go fast and still.
How dare you? I will not stand for this.
Yeah.
Touch me like that.
On one hand, Whitley's now free of his father, but, well,
I'll be reporting this rough treatment. What's your name and badge number?
oh, hello, obvious Neo. What? Get over there? Yep. Couldn't be more obvious. Ugh. Okay. I think that thought they were thinking they were in the room with the maiden.
You're back early. Tell me you found what we've been looking for.
Oh, hey, I think that might have actually been her facial structure, too. They changed other details, but it might have been her model underneath all that. So her disguises are getting better. Better than just her in cosplay. But then again, people probably recognize her. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look, I'm not saying that there aren't times when keeping the secrets is bad, and there are times when it's necessary. I think in the long term, not telling everybody about Salem is probably a good idea. I think telling some of his more trustworthy people would have been a smart idea, but I also understand why Osmond didn't. I understand why. I absolutely think he was right not to tell the main characters, because he has no reason to think they're that special. They haven't nearly been long enough to earn that trust. But I do think it probably would have been better to tell Crow or Ironwood. Can't really say anything about Goodwitch. Probably, but she hasn't been on the show for so long, and it's going to be a long while before she shows up again. And, yeah, but, yeah. Sometimes secrets are necessary. Sometimes it gets in the way. It is, in fact, a complicated issue. But they both apparently agreed to broach the topic this time. So lots of people think there's going to be a fall of Atlas. I do not, but if there is, maybe a controlled fall. You know, bring it down to directly get all the people onto Atlas. You know, literally lower Atlas itself while sending down the fleets. So you don't leave Atlas defenseless. Maybe squishing any Grimm that are coming in for the crater. But, like, I'm sorry to say, most people probably wouldn't be able to take the whole Salem reveal. And especially most politicians. Robin seems like she's on the up and up, but those two? Oh, sure, they turned against Jock, but, I mean... You can't... Most people... And if you told everybody, well, again, I'd like to just refer to the whole, can't be beat. And now we know the heroes will find some way to do this. They're the fucking main characters. And unless this show takes a very depressing note with everybody dying in the end, futilely, or, third possibility, making a major victory event in Salem that doesn't end in her ultimate defeat. Because that's a possibility as well. You know, like, the heroes managed to majorly fuck up Salem's everything, making it so that her ability to do things for a long time is, well, extraordinarily difficult. That's a victory, certainly. But, yeah. Also, that the ice wyvern flying thing, whatever it is. Well, not wyvern, because that's the name of because I think that's what they renamed the dragon to. I don't know what to call this one, because it's like if you took a velociraptor, which, by the way, they snuck into episode 8 without me realizing it. They snuck the Ruby Raptor. But yeah, this is like they took a raptor and slapped a pair of wings on it. Which, I mean... oh, that still sounds pretty fucking intimidating. I mean, I'm interested in, and I think whatever they manage to pull off and then will be good. But, I mean, but put it this way. In a world where everybody already knew about Salem, People like Jock would have already have sided with her. Because in a world where everyone knows she's both there and she will never be defeated, ever, and her apparent goal to rule the world, not just wipe everybody else out, as presented in the series book. I don't remember what it's called. It's the book they released about detailing a lot of details about the world. Still no timeline because they're allergic to that. I mean, in fair, the last time they gave it hard numbers outside of a character's Ruby's age changing to 17 sometime in the last volume, which does give you a rough timeline. Especially because I think the events of Volume 4 works much better, much sooner in the timeline than it presented. Ugh. But, oof. We well on the way for when Neo and Cinder showed up again, and yeah, the moment she looked at them, it became obvious to me. But, oh yeah, to talk about that scene at the end with not Willow. Well, Willow, but also, Whitley. Whitley, yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah, as pointed out, Whitley's just another victim of Jock's abuse. He protected it himself by basically becoming a mini-me of Jock, but which means, on one hand, he's free of Jock's control. On the other hand, he's kind of built his identity around being a miniature version of Jock to protect himself. And as messed up as it was, Jock still seemed to have some affection for him. If only because he did everything Jock wanted to please him. Well, he wasn't exactly getting a lot of it from his sisters, for understandable reasons. When you're in that situation, looking out for yourself is understandable. Looking out for another sibling is great. But sometimes in these situations, you can't blame one victim for not trying to save another victim. Or even every victim, if they manage to save some of the victims. And Willow, while she's almost certainly contributed, even if you ignore the moronic events of the comic books, seriously, can someone please just make a spin-off of this stuff that's actually decent? I've heard good things about After the Fall, but there's a couple things that I quibble about, but maybe those quibbles aren't enough to outweigh the good. I haven't read it yet. I've heard nothing I've seen from the comics looks good, though. Yeah. Even ignoring her becoming a massive bitch in the comic, a drunk absentee parent for most of your life, one who you definitely almost certainly had no real affection from, considering that's that conversation with Weiss. Yeah, on one hand, he's free of his tormentor. On the other hand, Stockholm Syndrome, essentially. He's going to be attached to his abuser. And that's not even going into this whole parental connection, just like... Anyways, yeah. I believe that's I'm talked out. yeah, I'm talked out. Hopefully, voices. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, hopefully they managed to get control back. Like, he might not have known they figured out what he was doing. They probably would have. But he was probably smart enough to figure out that Jock might rat him out the moment he started turning off the heating. In case Jock had a sudden attack of the conscience. Which evidently, no. But even then, they'd probably notice him hacking it eventually, so. He did his big move, like. Just damn. Anyways, HighPriest signing out. See y'all, next time, folks.